Okay guys, so a load of you have been asking me whether I still have the elephant hawk moth who pupated. It made a cocoon out of the fuchsia leaves and plants, and then it made a chrysalis inside, but we couldn't see it because it had made its cocoon. So that, I first found it nearly 8 months ago. Can you believe it's been that long? So it's probably been pupating for 7 months. So it's very understandable that if you find this caterpillar, you don't really know what it is, you see it pupate and it doesn't do anything for 7 months, you can see why a lot of people would just throw it away. However, it is definitely still alive. I've called it Harry, if you remember. And it's not actually under the leaves anymore, it's actually here. So you can see all around here where it spun its silk, it's still stuck right on the thing. And what I did just last week is I actually removed all the leaves around it, because I figured in the wild it will be exposed to so much that by this time of year it would probably have all its protection off of it, or nearly all of it. And I thought it might make it easier for it to emerge out of the chrysalis. Now I did think to myself, is it still alive? I mean, it's a weird shape. First of all, let's measure it. So let's get out the ruler. So it's 1.5 inches long. So I did wonder if it was definitely alive, and when I picked it up it wiggled its bottom, so this area just wiggled, so that told me it's definitely still alive in there. I genuinely think it's probably going to hatch out in May. Now something I started doing last month is, on the odd occasion, I would just spray a little bit of water on it, because I thought, once again, in the wild it will be exposed to the elements, it would be used to having rain on it, and maybe having no rain on it could cause it to dry out, or it wouldn't like prompt it to hatch out. Then when I was just looking up about it, someone does say spray it once a week throughout April and by May it should hatch out. So that's pretty cool. Also I noticed when you look at it close you can kind of see where its eyes will be and where its tongue would be. So I definitely think it's developed, just whether or not it's totally ready yet. But looking up close to it is so awesome, and I just cannot wait for it to hatch, and it's good that it's still alive. I cannot believe it's been nearly 8 months, but right now I'm just going to spray it down. So this is what I do. I get the spray that I have for the crested geckos, just if I can get enough water out of this, just a little. Did you see it wiggle? Did you see it wiggle? See, it's still alive. A lot of people ask me whether I brought the actual caterpillar. Even my family asked me that, because I have never seen one of these in the garden before. What I think happened is possibly a bird may have picked it up somewhere and it wiggled so much that it dropped it. I don't know, but all I know is when it was walking across the pavement, it was walking so quick that if I was, say, 30 seconds late, I wouldn't have even seen it. So as soon as I saw it, I thought, I'm going to look after that. I'm going to make sure we can see it hatch out as a moth. I'm going to try to make sure it is up the right way, because you may or may not know that they hatch out this way. So it's like a little zipper comes down their jacket. Okay, he's going to tip over. Obviously, besides now, I haven't really handled him, so I would say if you do have one of these yourself, don't handle it too much. It could damage the moth inside. Now, I don't know whether elephant hawk moths always wait till near winter before pupating, or whether that's just the next generation, like there's 2 sets of generations, so near the start of like spring and summer there's a generation, and they lay eggs and they hatch out and then they pupate in winter. But the reason they take so long to hatch out is because throughout the winter there's no food source, there's no other elephant hawk moths to breed with, and so they all stay enclosed in this chrysalis until spring comes and then they hatch out. Now the weather in Britain right now is just ridiculous. We have kind of warm sunny days, and then randomly the other day there was snow. So obviously I don't want to encourage him to come out too quickly, because it's not going to be the ideal situation. Maybe we might get a little bit of warm weather, but I've been keeping him in the conservatory because it's important to keep the chrysalis away from any frost. So I keep it in a conservatory where it's remained cold but not frosty. That way it can stay in the chrysalis, it knows it's winter. And obviously that conservatory warms up throughout spring, so it's sort of the ideal place to keep it. But yeah, if you have one of these and you're wondering why on earth it hasn't hatched out already, 7 months, people. It's been 7 months. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and seen Harry, that he's still nice and alive, and thank you very much for watching.